Hi everyone, Tom again. Hope you're all keeping well. Today I'm going to do a video on a one-of-a-kind unique piece in my tennis collection. It was a charity auction that I attended back in 2006, and it was artists of the day who painted celebrities onto chairs. So it was chairs for charity, which is what it says here, chairs for charity. And it was to raise money for the Make-A-Wish Foundation and also for cancer research. And so they had a gala ball, they had celebrities that were there, and you could bid on any chair that you wanted to have. So just to give you an example of the things that they had, there were sports people and musicians, and what they did was the artist picked their own chair and they did a painting of either a musician or a sports personality or some other type of celebrity, and they were put up for auction to raise money for cancer research and the Make-A-Wish. So the one I purchased obviously was a tennis player, and there were a couple. I think Andre Agassi was amongst it as well. But the one I managed to buy at auction was one of Pat Rafter, the Australian player, and the chair is signed, and there is a certificate of authenticity, which is also being signed by Pat Rafter to say that this is a proper chair that he agreed and signed. And I'll show you a little video of that. There were other chairs obviously for sale, but this is the one I got for my collection. So let's have a quick look at the little video I've done. So for the gala auction, this was the flyer that I came across, and it was chairs for charity, secure your seat, and they had the date and time and all that sort of stuff on it. And they also had a little flyer that gave you the types of chairs that you might come across in the auction. So the one that I bought was the Pat Rafter chair. And on the table when you got there were little chairs that had your name tag sitting on the seat, so they knew where you had to sit at the table. So this is a cute little chair. Chairs for charity, it says on here. And that was a fun little thing to have sitting there. Other than the chair at the auction, the little chair on the table, there was the celebrity chair. That's just the leaflet here, and this is actually the menu. This is what was on for the meal. And so they had lots of different Australian wines and 3 courses: entree, main course and dessert. And the other thing they had on the table was this little pamphlet, and this one had the person that was organising the night. It had on the back who the sponsors were. But it also had, these were some of the chairs that you could have bought in excess. And this one here, this is, so let's have a look. So there was in excess Johnny Depp, Hugh Jackman, Robin Williams. So these would all have been signed by the players, by the people. Ricky Ponting, Sarah Murdoch, Eric Bana, Shane Warne, Al Pacino, Andrew Flintoff, Harry Kuehl, Whoopi Goldberg. And then there was a silent auction with all these people that were on the list. So again, these were all chairs. And in amongst this silent auction was the Pat Rafter one, which I managed to successfully bid for, which I was very happy about. The artist was Rafe Jacobs. He was an Australian airbrushing artist, and he had a studio in the outer suburbs of Melbourne in Australia. And he signed this chair RAYF 2K6. So Rafe is his first name, and 2K is 2006 is 2006. So this was painted and signed in the year 2006. So his airbrushing studio that he had, he taught many people how to airbrush, and due to ill health he had to give the studio away, but one of his students took it over and they redeveloped it into a larger studio and expanded the airbrushing industry within more artists. So at the purchase of the chair, when I went to pick it up, I was given this little canister and, oops, the little canister. And in this canister is the certificate of authenticity. And so I'll put up a little picture of that just to let you see it. And also on the table, which I've put into a nice frame, was a little bit about Pat Rafter, and it also tells you here the artist, the chair donor, which was just a second furniture, the fabric that was supplied to put on the seat, and the people that upholstered the chair itself were Paris Decor. And then on the back is all the information on Pat Rafter, his tennis career, and what he was doing. So since leaving tennis, he remained in the public conscience as the face of Bond's underwear. So you probably have seen that before. But he also works with Cherish the Children. So Pat Rafter does that. He founded that to raise funds for children's causes. So as I mentioned, I purchased it in 2006 and it's been sitting in my tennis room for the last 20 years. It has never been sat upon and will never be sat on because I need to keep the signature as pristine as possible. To keep the signature pristine, I just lightly waft a bit of material across the chair so that it takes the surface dust off. I don't want to put a plastic over it in case that actually pulls off the signature, so I just give it a light dust every now and then. Okay, so that is it for today. Nice little short video, something just to whet your appetite for whatever else may come in the future. Every now and then I will pick up a unique piece for the videos, so I'll spread them out a little bit because I do have quite a few one-of-a-kind pieces, and we'll just put them in every couple of months, say maybe, if I can't get anything that's more interesting for you. So until then, thanks for watching again. Hope you're all keeping well, and I will catch you on the next video. Bye.